Fabulous cigars, Carlyle. Absolutely fabulous.
Aren't they? A close personal acquaintance of mine is in the import-export business. Gets them direct from Havana. Care for another?
Don't mind if I do. After you smoke that one, you really ought to try one of these. Not Cuban, but I challenge you to tell the difference.
Shall we turn it into a wager?
Jolly good. Smashing.
I only wish the Commissioner were here to fatten the pot.
Here I am. Commissioner, good of you to join us. We're just about to embark on a little bet.
Gordon here contends that his non-Cuban cigars will dupe seasoned connoisseurs like us.
Rubbish. Hear, hear. You'll feast upon those words soon enough, old chaps.
Frankly, I'd rather smoke them and wash them down with some more of this fine cognac.
Isn't it divine? No, smashing. What's the matter, Commissioner? You look a mite wan.
Pale as cheese.
Are you quite all right? I'm not sure. On my way here, a big bald chap with an eye patch poked me in the leg with his umbrella. I've been a bit gassy ever since.
I say!
What a rude fellow. No wonder you're upset. I hope he apologized. Actually, he said au revoir and handed me a lily.
Welcome to Advanced Field Tactics. Take some time to acclimate yourself to scuba diving. When you're done, return here. You might also want to familiarize yourself with the Morris Model 14 spear gun. It could come in handy. This belt buckle is actually a cleverly disguised zip cord that shoots out a thin, tensile line capable of supporting the weight of an adult human of average size. When the line is fastened to certain suitable clasps or hooks, the device's miniature motor will lift you automatically. Excellent.
Return to your hotel to see if Agent Goodman has left a message for you. In either case, contact him and make plans. You'll need his help if you're to succeed.
Room 201. Any messages for me?
No, ma'am.
Well, hello there. I let myself in. I hope you don't mind.
I could have shot you.
But then you would have felt guilty.
Don't be so sure.
Oh, come on, be nice.
You might have warned me you were planning to blow up the bloody ship.
I wasn't expecting you to be aboard long enough for it to matter. After all that talk about how sneaky you are, I figured you'd get aboard, grab the stuff, and get back off.
Things got complicated.
I've heard that before.
Probably from your mother. What the hell were you thinking anyway?
Well, between the shipping manifest, the captain's log, and your photos, I figured we'd have what we came for, so why not inconvenience the bad guys a little?
There's only one problem. I don't have the manifest or the captain's log.
Oh, that's just perfect. Never send a woman to do a man's work.
Hey, it was your surprise demolition work that got us into this mess.
If you'd done your job, it wouldn't have been an issue.
How could I do my job when the whole bloody ship was going down? You nearly got me killed.
All right, I'm sorry I didn't warn you. Are you happy now?
Not much of an apology, but I guess it'll have to do.
Did you at least manage to place a beacon in the radio room?
I did.
Well, I hope you're up for a swim.
Room service!
You ordered room service?
Get down! You must have been followed. Listen, head for the safe house and grab some scuba gear. I'll arrange for a boat.
Right. Any recommendations on how we get out of here?
It's you I'm worried about. They know your face.
All right, in that case, any recommendations on how I get out of here?
Are you afraid of heights?
I'm comfortable with anything under cruising altitude.
All right then, head for the roof. They won't expect that. I saw a fire escape in the back. You should be able to get down that way. Try to slip out of here without being seen.
I'll do my best.
Alarm! Alarm! Where are you? Töten Sie ihn! Kill her! We've shut down the elevators. Good. Stay here in case she comes this way. Sie kommt! This way! You there!
I'm not cleaning up this mess.
Head for the roof. They won't expect that.
Here she comes!
She's in the air duct!
Here she comes! Stay where you are!
Where is she?
Over here! Sie kommt! I need more beer.
She got away.
What did you say? I don't think I heard you.
She,
Say it!
she got away.
How is that possible? Perhaps you feel the odds were in her favor.
Nein, Fräulein Wagner.
Then you're admitting that you failed?
Jawohl, Fräulein Wagner. I should be punished.
My thoughts exactly. But how shall I punish you?
Electrocution would be painful, or perhaps a good beating. But I beg of you, please do not deprive me of the chance to hear you sing. I do not think I could take the pain.
Is that so? Then you have just decided your punishment. You will be prohibited from attending my motivational concerts for 1 week. For 2 weeks.
Please, be merciful.
I do not find pleasure in hurting you this way. But without proper discipline, this organization would fall to ruin. Kaput!
I understand. No singing for 2 weeks! Waha!
On second thought, perhaps that punishment is too inhumane. Let's go with electrocution instead,
Jawohl, Fräulein Wagner.
We should be directly over the wreckage. You'd better get going.
What happened to the chivalry? You're not going to tell me it's too dangerous for a wee little lass to go down there by herself.
I'm not the one that left the manifest and the captain's log aboard the ship.
Well, I'm not the one that scuttled the damn thing.
You want me to go?
No, I just wanted to argue about it. Wish me luck.
Make sure you get the shipping manifest and the captain's log. Oh, and if you see a half-empty bottle of Lafroig floating about in my quarters, I'd be much obliged if you'd retrieve it for me.
Yes, sir.
You disgust me.
So?
You are a drunk and a coward.
You can say what you please about my hobbies and my hygiene, but I swear if you ever cast aspersions on my manhood again, I'll pound you. I'm not a coward.
Your threats don't frighten me.
A good beating might knock some of that ugly out of you. Care to find out?
I will be in my quarters rehearsing. I am not to be disturbed.
That's right. It's the rest of us who'll be disturbed, you bloody great banshee. I heard cats in heat that sing prettier than you.
Criticism is the refuge of those without the talent or discipline for the pursuit of art. I pity you.
And well you should. You call that belling of yours art. Fart is more like it.
Imbecile.
Fatty, 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 fat, fatty, fatty.
Any luck?
Aye, mostly bad. I was ambushed.
Ambushed?
Yeah, by divers. They came out of nowhere. Did you see anything up here?
Not a damn thing.
Well, I got what we came for. Let's head for shore.
Success at last, albeit overdue and underwhelming. Head to the war room for an update on the situation. Perhaps there is a shred of hope, after all.
I can't believe this. She's late again. Where is that blasted girl?
Give her a break, Smithy.
About damn time. There's been a new development.
I heard about the Monte Carlo incident. Was it harm?
Indeed. They've just issued their demands.
What you know is that at precisely 1700 hours Greenwich Mean Time on September 19th, 1967, an explosion destroyed Club Metropole in Monte Carlo, Monaco, killing 47 people and injuring more than 100. What you do not know is that the source of the blast was not a mechanical device, but rather a man, Commissioner Maurice Albert. Because you are at least somewhat familiar with the research of Dr. Otto Schenker, you are therefore capable of comprehending both the plausibility of this claim as well as its implications. As we have demonstrated, our organization, HARM, possesses the recipe for a biological weapon of such insidious potential and singular destructive power that no one on the planet is safe. unless our demands are met.
This is outlandish.
By now, I'm sure you have received the itemized list of our requirements. You have exactly 1 week to fulfill these requirements. If our demands are not met, we will be forced to discipline you. Already, we have infected prominent individuals in 36 major metropolitan areas around the world. The first of our unsuspecting victims will detonate at exactly 0600 hours on September 26th. The estimated death toll is 1 million people!
They're mad!
The remaining victims will detonate at 6-hour intervals thereafter. Once our terms have been met, we will deliver a list of infected persons as well as a quantity of antidote sufficient to curtail this catastrophe. However, because the deadline we have imposed is dictated by the chemical fuse inherent in the reagent itself, the sooner you comply with our wishes, the more time you will have available in which to administer the antidote. I assure you that you do not possess the medical means necessary to diagnose the infection, nor the technical means necessary to diffuse it. Therefore, it would be in your best interest not to squander valuable time on such useless endeavors. Furthermore, any attempts by your secret service organizations to interfere with harm shall be severely punished. That is all.
A puppet?
Don't be fooled by the messenger. This situation is extremely grave.
They certainly expect us to swallow a lot of maybes. Maybe they're telling the truth about Monte Carlo. Maybe the consequences would be as dire as they predict. Maybe there's an antidote. Maybe they'll fulfill their end of the bargain.
I tend to agree with you, Agent Archer. But for the time being, I suggest we take them at their word.
The word of a puppet?
What are their demands?
Mr. Smith?
£50 million sterling, the continent of Australia, and an internationally recognized holiday to be known as Praise Be to Harm Day.
I don't see the point.
Presumably it is to praise harm.
Not in the holiday. In their demands. It's obvious we aren't capable of fulfilling them. Harm must want us to forfeit.
Nonsense. They may be madmen, but we have to presume they aren't completely irrational. Why even issue demands if their sole purpose were to cause destruction and chaos?
Perhaps they expect a partial capitulation. That way they can get what they really want, the £50 million sterling. But they can also justify punishing us when we come up short on their other demands. It's obvious from the way they go on about their secret weapon that they're just itching to use it again.
You hardly have the experience necessary to support such speculations.
Archer may be onto something. In any case, Harm's motives are irrelevant. Our goal is to stop them, completely. No capitulation, no compromise.
What about their warning?
Once again, we must take them at their word. It is therefore imperative that we act swiftly and decisively. Our objectives are clear. We must obtain the list of infected individuals. We must get our hands on the antidote, and we must recover Dr. Schenker.
And Volkov?
He's only a threat if he knows what we're up to. If our theories are correct about Agent Lowry, Volkov shouldn't be much of a concern.
What if your theories aren't correct?
Then may God help us all.
I hope we can come up with a better plan than that. What about the information we got off the ship?
Well, the containers you photographed weren't accounted for on the shipping manifest, which comes as little surprise. However, much of the cargo aboard the freighter was on its way to a chemical plant in southern England.
Not much to go on.
Be that as it may, it's better than sitting on our hands waiting to find out if Archer's correct about Harm's intentions.
And the captain's log?
Useless.
Shite.
Tell us about this chemical plant.
It's owned by Dumas Industrial Enterprises.
Dumas? As in Baron Archibald Dumas?
What do you know about him?
Only what I've read in the papers. Apparently, he's a reclusive chap who spends much of his time hunting big game in Africa and Southeast Asia. No one knows much about him except that he inherited the company from his father about 10 years ago.
We're counting on you to discover whether or not he's connected to Harm.
And if he is?
First things first. For now, try to get an audience with the man. Size him up. We need to know what sort of fellow we're dealing with.
Your best bet is to see if you can catch him at the chemical plant. There's also a corporate office up north, but apparently he doesn't spend much time there.
Whatever you do, don't jeopardize your cover. It's imperative that we take Harm by surprise.
Understood.
I have a hunch we're getting close. If this lead pays off, we'll be one important step closer to victory.
Welcome to Advanced Field Tactics. We've cooked up a stunning new perfume for you. It temporarily blinds and dazes anyone caught in its influence. Do be careful not to spray it upwind. This little fellow is one of our most refined inventions, the P421 Canine Persuader. Just start it up with this convenient pull cord and set it on the ground. Using sophisticated olfactory sensors, the P421 will seek out the nearest dog within its range. Excellent!